Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you my 5 least favourite puzzles. So these are going to be the 5 puzzles which really got on my nerves because they turn really badly or they are really annoying to solve. So at number 5 we have the Rubik's Pocket Cube. And for those of you who actually have the Rubik's Pocket Cube, you'll know how annoying this puzzle is. To start with, it doesn't even have a normal colour scheme. It has the old Rubik's Cube colour scheme from the 1980s, where white is opposite blue, yellow is opposite green, and then red and orange are the same. Not only that, but it is also very small compared to a regular 3x3. And also the turning, it just locks up an incredible amount. It's just almost impossible to speed cube with it. I tend to, when I'm using this puzzle, to have to do turns like this. I can hardly finger trick on it without the cube actually locking up. So yeah, it's a pretty hard cube to turn, and that's one of the reasons why it annoys me. So that is the Rubik's Pocket Cube. At number 4 we have the V-Cube 7. Now this will probably surprise a lot of you, but ever since I got this puzzle I was a bit disappointed with it. When I first unboxed it, I thought it was cool. It was really cool. It was a 7x7. I'd never had one before. But I started to look at reviews of like the Shengshao 7x7, and I realised how bad this actually is. I broke this in a heck of a lot. I've done so many solves on this. I've taken it apart. I've lubricated it with many different things, cleaned it out many different times, and it still manages to turn really badly, and it's really hard to solve on this puzzle. I just don't enjoy it at all. It's really hard to turn. It's really slow. I find that just doing turns like that, it overshoots or it doesn't shoot far enough, and it just locks up a lot, and I just find that it's not a very enjoyable cube to solve, and I don't solve it a lot anyway. So at number 3 we have the Rubik's Revenge 4x4. Now this is my first ever 4x4, and I do feel quite bad for putting it on this list, but it is just a really badly made puzzle. You may have noticed that this screen is a lot brighter than the standard Rubik's, but I did have to buy a new center for this side because it did snap off. So I did have to also buy some new stickers, and I accidentally brought fluorescent. But anyway, this cube is really bad for turning. As you can see and hear, it just clicks every single time I turn a layer. And the amount of times that this cube has popped on me during a solve, like for example here, pieces are just uncontrollably popping out here, there and everywhere. It happened here again, and I find that while solving on this puzzle, which is quite rare, but when I do solve on this puzzle, it does lock up a lot, and I find that it does make it really hard to solve, and it makes it a not very good solve. So I do tend to stick with my Shengshao 4x4, but yeah, when I do play with this, it is not very nice. It just doesn't turn very well. I don't like it at all. It's a bit too big for me, and it just annoys me how bad it turns, but there you go. So number 2 we have the Rubik's 360. Now not many people have a Rubik's 360, but I got it when it first came out. I'm not sure when it was. I think it was like 2008 or something. I can't really remember, but when I first got this, I actually thought it was really fun. I had a lot of fun playing with it. It's not actually a bad puzzle. It's quite fun, but it is very frustrating. I know I just said it was fun, but trying to get the balls in, it's just so frustrating. It's nothing to do with turning the puzzle, as you just saw there. Ball just fell out again. But it's just, I mean, I used to find it fun when I could do it properly, but I don't know whether this puzzle's got old or something, but it just really frustrates me now, and when I do pick it up I find that I end up throwing it somewhere, because it just it's hard to explain it, but it does just get on my nerves quite a bit, and I find that I can't solve it without shouting at it or something like that. But anyway, what you've all been waiting for is number 1, my least favourite cube. And many of you would probably have guessed it. It is the QJ Super Square 1. Yeah. Ever since I got this cube, I have hated it. I mean, I bought this when I couldn't solve a normal square one. I don't know why I bought it. I think it was just for collection. And I scrambled it one night and found that it was just the worst puzzle I have ever owned, ever. Hence why it's number 1 on this list. But it's just horrible. It doesn't turn very well at all. And the layers are really locky. And when I did actually get it, one of the caps kept on flicking off, and that was really annoying. But the whole concept of it, the whole idea of it, it's just stupid. And I find, I'm not going to do it now, but I find that when you're getting it back to a square position, if you have more than 4 of these big edges next to each other, the center starts to come apart like this, and it makes it like almost impossible to make a turn. So not only is it a bad puzzle for turning, it's also a bad puzzle for the mechanism, because you can't make a turn when the centers are like this. You have to pull it open to make a turn, and I think that's just really bad design, and I think that they should really have rethought about it before they released the puzzle. But that's just my opinion. So guys, that's my 5 least favourite puzzles. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave your least favourite puzzles in the description, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.